When you're in Canva, if you have chosen a template, some of the templates already have charts in them. So like this one has a bar graph that I can see. But if your template doesn't have a chart, it's very easy to add and customize those charts. So right now I have a blank slide. If yours is blank, that's great. If it's not and you already have template items on there, that's okay. Say I was using this slide here. It's very easy to just remove something I don't want. I click on it once, I click backspace. If this was a frame, so I have to click backspace again for all of it to go away. But now I can add my chart here where that picture was. For adding charts, you're going to come down to, typically you're going to have to come down to these three dots where it says more. Once you've used it a couple of times, your charts will show up here for you on your menu. So I'm going to click charts, and you can see that there are different types of charts on here. I have bar charts, line and dot charts, pie charts, and then infographic charts. And the fun part with these infographic charts, like this one's a pictograph, so you can change it and edit it to have different shapes. Pie charts are great when you're comparing percentages, and then if you need to show like totals and things, you can use a bar chart. So to edit a chart, I'm going to use a pictograph first. I click on it once and it goes ahead and brings in the default image. It's just 10 icons and then they're colored this light blue and dark gray. And that's automatic for Canva. Over here on the left, you can see that I can change this. I can use dollar bills to represent monetary amounts. I can also change the total number of items here. So depending on what we're talking about, you may need $100 bills. From there, it will let you color in however much you're needing. So maybe I need to show a certain amount depending on what my numbers are. So on here I have 66 bills colored in out of 100. I could use this to represent thousands, millions, billions, and trillions even if I need to. I just have to let people know that that's what my $1 bill equals. Again, I can change these. I can use different shapes depending on what I am doing. Okay, so I have all kinds of shapes in there. I'm going to delete this one, and I'm going to come over to the pie chart. A pie chart is nice. It comes in with equal distribution of 5 items, but depending on how many things you're comparing, you can edit all this over here. Maybe you only have 3 items. Or like when I worked on Belize, I only had 2, so I had to delete 3 of these. So I click on the item, and I click trash. I click on the item, on the little gray part, trash, item, gray part, trash. And then in Belize we had Roman Catholic and Protestant. Wow. It'll also tell you if you spell things wrong, which is nice. And they were 65. No, that's wrong. You can change them as much as you need to, actually, which is really nice. They were 60 and 40. And so with that, it'll distribute my numbers and it will title based on what I put in my series. Okay, you can also change your base color here. It'll actually create different colors for the graph based on your base color. So all of that can be edited as well. If you discover that you made a mistake on your graph or your chart and you're working on something else, you can come back and click on it, and then you can come back and make changes here as well. All right, so you can access this at any point. Okay, guys, have a lot of fun with this. Take advantage of the different icons that show up in your pictograph. You can get creative with graphs even. There are some ways, let's see, so I can mess with the elements in here. I just went and looked for lines, and I used my lines. I'm going to make them a different color so we can see them better. I used my lines to make a graph because they didn't have what I wanted. And so I put a male and a female to represent the age when the average lifespan, and I just drug them to be a representative size, and then I used my text box, my text tool over here to number them. So at 90 up at the top, copy paste, change it to 80, and then so on and so forth down, so that my aided representation was shown in an easy to read image. Okay, so get creative while you're working on these. The charts are really cool. If you don't like something or you make a mistake, you can always just go back. I made a mistake. I can go back, or I can delete things. I just delete them and I use something else. All right, guys, have fun.